Two.
Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnik Chevrolet Video Sports Update. Jaguars on the road this week against the Texans. Many people feel like it's the best team in the AFC versus the worst team in the AFC. And the Jaguars won't be helped by the four players that are out, Landry and Mathis, Greg Jones, and of course MJD will not play once again this Sunday. So Mike Mularkey and company know that they're undermanned. And when I asked him earlier in the week about last year's defense being 6th ranked, he said yes it was, and it was very solid. But if you really break it down and look at it, that defense has yet to take the field this year. No Darryl Smith all year long, no Rashean Mathis, no Dwight Lowry for most of the year. Derek Cox missed an awful lot of games. No Clint Session, obviously, at all this year. So there's a lot that's going on the Jaguars for their defensive side of the football that hasn't lived up to the billing that you expected to have a championship-type defense, no matter how much the offense struggled, which is a lot. And obviously that comes down to Blaine Gabbert getting the job done. They've worked extensively on the no-huddle. Whether that makes that big of a difference or not, we'll see. It does limit what you can do with some personnel groupings, but he's clearly much more comfortable in that. But you got to be able to come up under center in order to run the quarterback position in the National Football League. Everybody's job's on the line, basically. Seriously. I mean, you win one game and you get into the second half and you haven't looked good in a lot of these games. Everybody's job is on the line. Players, coaches, administrators, personnel people, everybody's got to step it up. And I'd say if they don't win 2 or 3 of their remaining 7 games, that there will be a serious shakeup at the stadium this year. Doubtful they'll come home with a win against Houston, but think about it. 2 games against the Titans. They play the Jets. They play the Bills. You know, they're not going to beat Houston. They're not going to beat New England either. But when you look at some of those other games, they are what fans call winnable games, and they certainly are that when you get down to it. Florida State will beat Maryland, although Maryland will have cool uniforms, by the way, a Black Ops uniform by Under Armour, but that's about it. Florida State will win the game, and they'll represent the ACC in one half of the championship game. And Florida will win over Jacksonville State without any difficulty. The question is whether or not Jeff Driscoll is going to play next week against Florida State. That game has been set for 3:30 in Tallahassee. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnik Chevrolet Video Sports Update.